Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, December 20th, 2016. 5 sleeps till Santa. For All Western New York News, I'm Scott Leffler. Partly sunny today with a high in the mid-30s. It'll drop to about 30 overnight and pop back up into the mid-30s on Wednesday. What's in the news? As expected on Monday, New York's 29 electors voted for Hillary Clinton, while Donald Trump won the national electoral vote. In the end, a total of 6 electors broke ranks, 4 of them Democrats, 2 Republicans. 3 other Democrat electors attempted to break ranks, but were ruled out of order and ended up voting for Clinton. New York State struck a deal with 6 companies, Aeropostale, Carter's, David's Tea, Disney, PacSun, and Zumiez, to end the practice of on-call shifts for employees of those retail outlets. Benjamin Bolton, 32, of Glendale, Colorado, who was convicted of transmitting interstate communications containing threats to injure the person of another, was sentenced to 30 months in prison. Prosecutors say Bolton, a former Buff State grad student, made numerous telephone calls to faculty and staff personnel employed at Buffalo State and to officers of the Buff State University Police Department, threatening to assault police officers, faculty, and staff members whom the defendant identified by name. James Kendrick, who was convicted by federal jury of the murders of Francisco Santos and Ryan Cooper, conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute and to distribute large quantities of illegal narcotics, and possession of a firearm in furtherance of the drug conspiracy, was sentenced to life in prison plus 30 years. Amber Krause of Salamanca, who was convicted of conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute and to distribute 100 grams or more of heroin, was sentenced to time served, that's 17 months. In addition, Krause's co-defendant, Carlos Laboy, pleaded guilty to conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute and to distribute 100 grams or more of heroin. That charge carries a mandatory minimum penalty of 5 years in prison, a maximum of 40 years, and a $5 million fine. Shanta Brown of Rochester, who was convicted of conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute and to distribute 5 kilograms or more of cocaine and 280 grams or more of crack cocaine, and possession of firearms in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime, was sentenced to 152 months in prison and ordered to forfeit any interest in $300,000 in drug trafficking proceeds, as well as 12 shotguns, 8 rifles, and 472 rounds of ammunition. Police news. Town of Tonawanda police say 19-year-old Gabriel Miller, who was reported missing on Monday, is now home safe. The teen had gone to 7-Eleven Sunday night and hadn't returned. After an alert was released by police, he was located and is said to be just fine. Sports. The Sabres take on the Florida Panthers tonight in Florida. Puck drop 7 p.m. The Bills, meanwhile, are technically still in the playoff hunt, albeit with a less than 1% chance. They need everything to break their way while winning out. They take on Miami in Orchard Park on Saturday. Death notices. Clifford R. Printup died Monday at age 78. And Harold E. Mufford died Monday at age 92. Buffalo Poet Laureate Michael Manning is headlining an effort to help the local LGBTQ community with a poetry slam on January 13th. I interviewed Michael recently. The podcast and a short story is available at allwesternnewyorkradio.com. Speaking of new stuff on All Western New York Radio, we want 2017 to be all new. In fact, we're aiming for a new song aired every day in the new year. Local bands help us meet that goal. Go to submit.allwesternnewyorkradio.com and upload an original song or 3. More details on this in the days to come. For All Western New York News and All Western New York Radio, I'm Scott Leffler. Have a great day.